Hi, good morning. Ron here, Precision Sail Loft, doing a new sail walk around for a Hunter 34, and this is a mainsail. This is a beauty. We've got the offshore package. We've got reinforced radial corners, 3 reef points, and 4 full battens. This is done in the 300 series Precision Dacron. This is a really good example of a nice way to beef up our one of our economical sails in the 300 series. So I also wanted to just start off with kind of showing you what it looks like when you kind of open the bag. This is a sail bag that your sail will come in, and because this is a mainsail with full battens, the battens are coiled and zap strapped together. So when you're going to open those, what I would suggest you take them outside. They are under some pressure because they're coiled together there. So what I would suggest you take them outside, put them on the lawn or down to the marina on the lawn, and lay them down flat the way they are, like this. And then you're going to put your foot on the top so that when this springs, it doesn't, kind of hit you in the shin or anything like that. So you're going to just kind of do that. And then you're going to work from the outside in, and you're just going to take some side snips or a sharp knife, and you're going to cut those zap straps open one at a time and let it uncoil nice and slowly. So I have had some comments that one gentleman did it in his living room, and he's now minus 1 lamp. So let's do that stuff outside. Also comes with a sail tie. So that's also around your sail when you get it. So let's do a quick little walk around of the sail here. So this is a beauty. Let's start here in the clew, and we'll take a look at, now this sail does have the offshore reinforcement package, so I'll focus on that a bit. But here we are at the clew. Radial corners, those are the ones that starburst looking as they go out, and notice the block corners underneath it. Very well done. Now here we've chosen to add a Velcro strap, which will go around the boom just to add a little extra reinforcement and take some of the pressure off your clew car if you have one. And let's start by walking up the leach here. So past the first the reinforcements to the corner, you'll notice that there is a belt that goes up the leach, and this will go all the way up past the last reef point, and its job is to reinforce that that leach when under heavy load. Here we have our first reef point, and you'll notice reinforced radial corners with the block underneath it, exactly like the clew. Let's face it, the reef point is basically, you're just making the sail smaller, so this shouldn't be any different than the clew corner. And we've added, as part of the offshore package, the belt, the reef point belts that go across. Added protection, added reinforcement. And we'll just kind of focus in here, and you can have a better look at that belt that runs up the leach. And while we're here focused in, we might as well take a look at the double tape on the leach. Now that's leach foot and luff, and that's part of the offshore package. So we'll continue up here. Here's reef point number 2. As you see, identical to reef point 1, which is identical to the clew. This is important. This is how you get to choose which sailmaker is better than the other in design. There's reef point number 3, and as we walk up here, you can see the end of the leach belt comes to an end there. And then additional part of the offshore package, we have the leach seam wedgie, and it's not needed down around the reef points because they're reinforced by the reef point itself. But here the wedgie, what this does is it stops the seam from splitting open if you do become overpowered in heavy winds. And so you see that at every seam as it meets the leach. And we have the full battens. Let's just take a quick look at the batten pocket and how this works. I'll try to do this one-handed sometimes. So this is a tie-in batten pocket. What you're going to do is slip the batten in here. You're going to follow this up. It'll chase it through and come through, and then you're going to use the string and you're going to tighten it and go back and forth a few times so that you can really put some pressure on that batten and make sure you can develop some good sail shape. And that makes our way up to the head here. You'll notice the radial reinforcements are basically vertical at this point, but the patch underneath it, very well done. Here we have the alloy head plate bolted in place and webbed on. And for anyone who has ever had any trouble hauling your sail, the way that we web on our slides, number one, this is a metal slide up at the head, but notice the way that the webbing is sewn on both sides of the luff, the bolt rope. And the purpose for that is to make sure that that slider remains in that position. If it starts to move around, it'll jam in the track. So let's just continue on walking down here, and we'll come down and notice that we've got the same slider at the end of the full battens. And you can take a look at the size of it and the strength there. So we'll continue down, and something I want you to notice at the other parts here, we've got sliders, and they're nylon sliders, so they slide a little more easily. There's not as much pressure on them. They are reinforced, attached in the same manner, and they've got reinforcements around that grommet. So you save a little bit of weight, and they do slide quite easily, more easily than the steel. So above each reef point, we've also got the steel, because you're going to need them there. As you can see there at that reef point, this happens just to be where the batten is as well, so that is reinforced there. And then the first slider. So not that many nylon sliders in this sail because of the number of reef points need to be reinforced. Let's take a look at the clew. Nicely done with the clew, the tack, and with the radial corners, with the block underneath it. This is a really nice sail. I really like this. It's well constructed, well designed, perfect sail.